influence that's the regulatory process. That's where our legislators and others come in to decide how to regulate behavior so that it does not become corrupting or you uncorrupt it if it has. And that's why I made the point that given the outcry right now, I think that our legislators, I mean, I do agree with the governor that, slash chairman, that there will be a hesitancy after the fact, and people may just kind of yawn and move on, try to move on to something else. But I think that there's going to be a movement, if you will, to somehow fix or correct this market that we currently have for campaign finance with respect to Citizens United. And I'm fine with that. I mean, we hire these folks to look at this stuff. We have our courts to make sure that everyone stays within the constitutional framework. You may disagree or agree with the court's ruling and decision, and I think our checks and balances allows our legislator, our Congress, to come back and say, all right, if that's the limit that you've set, and it may be a very broad limit, let's try to narrow the behavior within those limits. That's okay. I have no problem with that. And I don't look at it in the first instance as so corrupting unless you can show me some evidence where there is collusion, where campaigns are coordinating and things like that. That may be, but until I can see it, I can't assume it necessarily negatively, and the only thing I can do if I do assume it is to begin to regulate it, which I think is what you're going to see. I think that's the only recourse Congress has left. But Governor, you disagree with that?
You know, I think I do a lot of work in other countries because I'm on the board of the National Democratic Institute teaching democracy, and I had a very uncomfortable moment. I think I was in Kosovo, where somebody was complaining that some guy with a lot of, money, some business oligarch type, gave a couple of $1 million to some party, and then the person